Kuzampola everyone, I'm Namgilham, your host. Today I have the privilege of hosting an extraordinary talent who has captivated audiences from around the world with her amazing voice and remarkable achievements. She set the Guinness World Record for the most languages sung in a concert by singing in 120 languages for a duration of 7 hours and 20 minutes. She is also the world record holder for the longest live singing concert by a child. So please join me in welcoming the incredibly talented singer Suchetha Satish. Thank you for joining us.
Kuzangpo, thank you very much.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. So you've been in Bhutan for a few days now. How has your experience in Bhutan been?
We reached here on the 11th and we've been enjoying each and every moment that we are spending here. I think the weather is really, it's really pleasant, and more than the weather, I think the place is so beautiful, and even more than that, I'd say the people are so lovely. The hospitality has been really nice. We've been getting so much of love and respect and support from all the people here, and I think our trip was too short. We'll have to leave tomorrow, and my family and I, we were saying that we'll really miss the place and the people here, and we really wish to come back very soon.
Okay. Your first Bhutanese debut song was called Toh Dha Tshoem.
Yes, it was composed by Lapsering sir, and Himlal Raji and I sang it, and yes, Toh Dha Tshoem, and thank you very much, Bhutan, for all the love that you've been showing for that song. I've realized that even children of the age of 6 know the song very well, and they love the song, and they're really happy to see us here, and it's really heartwarming.
That song received a lot of positive attention from Bhutanese viewers, but you recorded that in Dubai, and they were here in Bhutan. How did that collaboration come about?
So because of that, I'd say that it's in all aspects, it's truly an Indo-Bhutanese collaboration. I recorded my vocals in Dubai, and Himlal sir did his in Bhutan, and the mixing and mastering was done in India. But at the end of the day, I think the song is very beautiful, and it was loved by everyone. So Indo-Bhutanese collaboration it is.
Okay, so since you're in Bhutan now, I'm sure you've eaten Bhutanese Toh Dha Tshoem. Yes. Which one by far is your favorite tshoem?
I think my favorite would be mushroom datsi. Yes. Also kiwa datsi.
Yeah, good choice. And now today you just released a new song, your second Bhutanese original called Gome Gome with Siring Dorji. Yeah. Can you tell us about that song?
So this is my second original Bhutanese song, and this is after Toh Dha Tshoem, which has received so much of love, like we mentioned. Again, this song is composed by Lapsering sir, and the song, it's another, we're really glad to use this song as another way of strengthening the existing Indo-Bhutanese bond. And I think it's a very beautiful song, and I'm really excited for everyone to listen to it and get feedback.
Would you be kind enough to sing a short version of your new single?
Gaume buchelu, semgi dile gaume, pame buchelu, semgi dile pame. To listen to the rest of the song, I think you should go and check out Roll Button Productions YouTube channel.
Okay, we'll definitely do that. That was amazing. We'll be sure to check it out. Moving on, you started singing at the age of 3 or 4. How did you discover your talent for singing at such a young age?
That's interesting because it was my brother who was learning music first, and it was Carnatic music, which is a form of Indian classical music. And when he was learning, I used to stand somewhere on the side and just pick up what he was learning and sing that. So that way my parents realized that okay, maybe even I have something in me, so they decided to enroll me also for the class. And so I started off with Carnatic music, and then I went on to learn Hindustani music, and now I'm learning both, and I'm also learning Western vocals. So that's how my musical journey started. But learning languages is a totally different thing, because that's something I've been doing on my own. When I started learning languages by the age of 11 or 10 or 11, and that started off with a Japanese song, which was my first foreign language song. And all thanks to our Japanese friend Dr. Mayuko Horiguchi, who somehow happened to sing a Japanese song, and that was my first time listening to a Japanese song, and because I really liked it, I learned it and I sent it to her, and she told me my pronunciation was perfect. So because of that encouragement, I think I went on to learn an Arabic song and a Tagalog song, and the numbers kept increasing, and soon I reached Dzongkha.
When you sing Dzongkha, your pronunciation and diction is on point. Like most foreigners have problem with the sounds like za, za, za. How did you practice that?
I think it's all by just listening to the song, and of course when you have great composers like Labcharing sir and co-singers like Hemlal Darji sir, things become easier. They're like family now, and they've always been there to support me. But and above all, I'd say it's all God's blessings that I'm able to pick up languages quite easily and get the pronunciation and diction right.
You set the Guinness World Record for singing 120 different languages. Can you share the experience of preparing for that concert in Dubai?
So singing 120 languages means you'll have to sing for over 7 hours, which I don't think is very easy. But for that I did do a lot of practice. I kept practicing for a very long time, and in fact before my 7 hours and 20 minutes long concert in 2018, I had my first 2 world records, which was for the most languages sung in a concert, that's 102, and the longest live singing concert by a child, which was for singing for over 6 hours and 15 minutes. So I think that performance really helped me realize that I can do it, because if 6 hours and 15 minutes and 7 hours and 20 minutes, just a little more. So it's definitely a lot of practice, and of course when you're doing something like this, you need a lot of support from your family and your friends, and I think I'm really blessed to have a very strong support system. My parents, my father Dr. Satish and my mother Suchetha, they've always been there for me, and my brother Sushant and my grandparents, everybody, we're all in this together, and I'm really grateful for all of them.
It's nice to have your family who fully support your career, especially like music career. When you sing so many multiple songs in many languages, do you know the meaning behind the words, or do you memorize them?
It's mostly memorizing, but for the sake of understanding the song better and getting to the depth of it, I do try to understand the meaning as well. And even while recording Toh Dha Tshoem and Gaume Gaume, I did ask Lab sir the meaning of the song, so that I know what emotions to put in and how it's supposed to sound.
You set the record with singing in 120 languages. You can now sing in 135 languages. Are you learning these languages? How many languages are you proficient in?
I haven't, obviously I cannot speak in all the languages, but I'm slowly starting to pick up the language as well, because I think that'll get me closer to the language and the songs as well. I've started picking up a little bit of Turkish. I'm learning that on my own. I'm yet to learn Dzongkha fully, but I hope by the next time I visit, I will be able to converse in Dzongkha as well. For now, I'm really focusing on the words when people speak to figure out something. But how many languages I'm professional in? I can speak Malayalam, of course, which is my mother tongue, English, Hindi, Tamil, which is another South Indian language, I can understand quite a bit, and Arabic, because it was part of my curriculum in school. I can speak a little bit of that, and French as well a little bit. So it's all a little bit of a lot of languages.
That is impressive. That is a lot of languages. You started your singing career at a very tender age. As a young singer, what challenges have you faced, and how have you overcome them?
As a young singer, well, definitely there are certain songs which might not be which might not be easy for me to sing, especially if it's classical songs. And also understanding my vocal range has been, it's been a journey, in fact, because if you don't know your vocal range, you wouldn't be able to pick up songs for yourself and a lot of things like that. But I think the biggest challenge would be picking up the right accent for each language and pronunciation for each language, and more than that, picking up the style of singing, because you cannot sing something that's totally different from the original, right? Even if it's your own version, you have to make sure that it's at least close to the original. So picking up the song it's not very easy for a young singer, but now that I've grown in age and I think vocally also I've improved. So I think I've also learned how to pick up songs and take them, understand them better and things like that. So yeah.
You currently perform at various prestigious stages and platforms. You perform on television shows, cultural events. How do you manage to balance your music career with your personal life and your education?
As far as education is concerned, currently I've just finished school, so I think now it'll be easier for me to manage both music and everything else. But I learned all these languages when I was in school, and during exams I had performances and things like that. And all in all, I think it just comes down to managing your time and prioritizing your tasks. I think if you know how to schedule your day and prioritize your tasks according to the importance, of course, you will be able to finish a lot of tasks in a day. And I would give all credits to that to my parents, who have taught me how to manage time. And I think that's very important, and not procrastinating is another thing. I wouldn't say I don't procrastinate, I do, but again, thanks to my parents, they've always been there to push me. So that is that. And personal life and musical life, they've always been going together. I haven't had much of problems, touch wood. Thank you. Thankfully, I haven't had much of problems with that, and I hope it goes smoothly in the future too.
Can you describe your normal daily routine?
Daily routine, if it's a school day, so far I've been in school. If it's a school day, would start off with waking up early in the morning and then going to school, coming back and then practicing music, and then studying, doing homework and things like that, and then repeat. But now, of late, since I'm done with school, I think I've been giving more time for music and exploring different aspects of music, listening to songs of different genres, different languages, and experimenting with music, softwares, trying to create my own music and a little bit of keyboard, guitar, a lot of things. So I'm trying to spend more time for music now that I have the time.
What is your favorite music genre or your singing style?
I don't have a favorite music genre. In fact, I was just mentioning to somebody, my music playlist is quite, it's quite diverse, and it has a lot of variety. I listen to a lot of genres: pop, hip hop, some classical, Western classical, Indian. It's a mix. It's really a mix, and I love experimenting with all genres, because each genre requires a different vocal technique and vocal style, and I love experimenting with all of those.
You're really good at almost all the genres I've heard from you so far.
Thank you so much.
So you've just completed 12th grade.
Yes.
Will you be pursuing a major in music? What are your plans?
I wouldn't be pursuing a major in music. I'm doing another degree, and something which will help me, carry music side by side. I definitely want to have a basic degree along with music. So yeah, music with another degree is the plan.
You've just released a Bhutanese single as your second Bhutanese song. What are your upcoming projects for the future?
Upcoming projects, well, I have another Bhutanese song releasing, I'm not sure when, but that's also, it's also under the works. And other than that, I also have, a Malayalam song, and quite a bit happening now that I have the time. And I'd like to see, how it all unfolds slowly as we move ahead with time.
What advice do you have for young people who aspire to be musicians or want to have a career in music?
I'd say one thing I've always believed in is, if you have the talent, and if the others around you believe that you have the talent, then you should definitely work hard to polish it, and never give up even if you face a challenge, because if you give up, then you won't get to see the result. But if you keep working hard, you will see that the result is something that you always wanted, and it will be worth it. It'll all be worth it. And now that we are in the age of technology, there's so much available online as well. If you're not able to attend music classes, there's a lot going on YouTube as well. You can find things on your own, and educate yourself that way as well. But if you can enroll yourself in music classes, I think that's really important. Any kind of music classes, but just make sure you keep practicing and keep working hard, and have faith in yourself and the Lord.
Thank you for your very encouraging message to our youth. And with that, we wrap up this interview. It has been an absolute pleasure to have the opportunity to interview you.
Thank you very much for having me here. Kadinche, thank you very much.
We have no doubt that your future in your music career will be bright, and we look forward to your continued growth and success.
Thank you very much.
Please show your continued love and support for Suchetha's new song, Gome Gome. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
Toh Dha Tshoem, zoomi duje, chi minchi mi jim, tru da nga da tru, chi minchi mi cha, ngi bu tru ga wi tsumdi, bunga be cha jana. Suni maybe tsumbe bunga be chajana chuzai zai jime suni di beja gobe chuzai zai jo chewe tabu gadi de wome Toh Dha Tshoem zoomi duje chi minchi mi jim. Kadinche.